It's the 1990s and Sophia is a pop star. In her huge mansion, her bodyguard William is solving puzzles, and she is not home. The doorbell rings. He comes out, and it's a creepy guy named Durson standing outside. Durson is obsessed with Sophia and wants to give her a rose. William politely asks him to leave, and when it doesn't work, he calmly threatens him, saying he will call the police. But Durson doesn't listen to him, and he is delusional that Sophia is her girlfriend. He keeps on trying to convince him, but in the end, he has to leave. Just as William shuts the door and starts to walk back, the doorbell rings again. It's Durson, this time with a knife at his throat. Now, he thinks William is Sophia, and he asks him to say that he loves him. To calm him down, William listens to everything he says. He says that he loves him and that he will marry him. Durson even gives him an imaginary ring, and he wears it. He starts to sing, kisses his hand, and plans their marriage. He hugs him soon enough, and while doing so, he stabs him in the stomach. William falls down, and Durson enters the house to have fun. 6 months later, Sophia and her manager Rhodes, who is also a good friend of her, are chatting together. Her assistant Kaylor comes in and says that William is here. William is alive, and they meet for the first time since the incident. They do puzzles together, and Sophia has completed one in the last 6 months. However, one of the pieces is missing. William goes back to his home to his daughter Abby, who is upset because he is returning to being a bodyguard of Sophia. In the meantime, Durson has teamed up with his friend JH and a freaky girl named Penny. They are on to some sinister plan. As William, Sophia, and Rhodes are in her house, JH creepily stands outside William's house. William soon gets a call and heads back home immediately. Rhodes cannot return home right now, so he changes into a dress of Sophia. As he hangs around the house, he comes across a piece of paper that indicates Sophia is about to replace him in no time. Sophia comes in and he talks to her about it, but she is ignorant about it and acts rich and spoiled. Meanwhile, William's wife Eleanor has called the police, and a cop has come in who seems to be a very casual guy and has come in with his bicycle. He doesn't take it seriously and thinks it's not a big deal. He also says that he has an audition for a musical play the next day, and he needs to kind of go early. Sophia's door guard is having some food when he witnesses a trunk on the road. He goes out to check, and there is nobody but just the trunk, and soon the power is cut as well. Sophia lights the candle as Rhodes asks her where her circuit breaker is. But Sophia doesn't know, even though it's her own house. She jokes about it, that she has a lot of houses, and she doesn't know where anything is. They sit in the dark and chat as Rhodes blames him for her richly attitude, and soon gets up to find the circuit breaker. Meanwhile, Penny approaches the door guard and smashes his head. She shoves the flashlight in his mouth and keeps on electrocuting him in the throat and enjoys it thoroughly. He throws up, which entertains her even more. He somehow manages to stab a fork in her stomach and give some punches, but in the end, she overpowers and ends up killing him. It is dark and inside the house, Sophia feels someone's presence. She lights a candle and finds out that the missing piece of the puzzle is there. A shadow lurks behind her as she finds out the gas is turned on. Meanwhile, Rhodes has found the circuit breaker and has turned on the light. Durson is standing just behind her. Sophia feels him behind her, and he soon grabs her, laughing. He apologizes for leaving her. Sophia backs off as Durson comes closer for a kiss. She hits him with a pan and starts throwing things at him until breaking the mirror behind with the toaster. Sophia runs and reaches the door, and Rhodes is outside as well. She fails to reach the latch, and Durson comes from behind to hit her and make her unconscious. William reaches his house and finds both of them fine. The cop is still by their apartment, and he is practicing his moves for the next day's rehearsal. He stops as he realizes that the chain from his cycle is gone. Apparently, it is in the hands of JH, who approaches him with it and kills him. William comes out with his family, has them sit inside the car, and goes to check out the surroundings for a minute. As he returns, JH is behind and points the gun at him. In the meantime, Durson takes care of the wound of Sophia and bandages it. He locks her inside the singing room. She wakes up and takes off the bandage. She finds Durson outside, communicating through the microphone. She tries to convince him of the reality, but Durson thinks that she is angry at him because of the venue he has chosen for the wedding. He has apparently made a plan for their marriage. As the car reaches Sophia's house, JH asks William to get out. He takes him into the bushes and shoots him in the head. He gets back and returns to the car. Penny has joined Durson outside. Durson introduces her to Sophia and says that she can play the piano like her. Penny tells her that they could do a duet sometime. Soon, Durson leaves to freshen up for the wedding and dresses up. Penny introduces Sophia to her dress. Durson comes downstairs as JH has brought Eleanor and Abby as their wedding guests. Penny tells Sophia that she is not as beautiful as she thought. When she gives Sophia the dress, Sophia asks her to bring her makeup box from the bathroom, and as she is about to leave, Sophia places her hand on the door, but Penny takes it out. However, the plan was to place the bandage on the door, which stopped it from being locked. Sophia gets out and hides beside the door with her guitar. As soon as someone comes in, he smashes it hard on their head, but it turns out to be Rhodes. Downstairs, Durson and JH have tied up Eleanor, and JH brought up a dress for Abby for they want her to be their flower girl. In between the conversation, Abby realized that Durson was sitting over a trunk and there was someone inside it. She asked him to open the trunk, and Durson does so. He is a pastor they have kidnapped for their marriage. Sophia apologizes to Rhodes and tries to wake him up. He slowly wakes up, and from behind, Penny comes with a baseball bat. He saves her from the hit and gets knocked out himself. Penny attacks Sophia, but she kicks her away to the piano. Instead of attacking back, Penny is hooked with the piano and starts playing. She asks her in for a duet and invites her to sing with her. It is a song written by Penny. Sophia helplessly does so. After some intense singing, she goes crazy again and hits her with a reel. She throws her out the window along with her. Sophia tries to escape, but she gets a hold of her and pours gasoline over her body. She lights up the matches, but Sophia blows it away. She does it again, gagging her mouth. But Sophia somehow gets hold of a hook and pieces it through in her abdomen. She then gets up and does the same to her. She turns up the gas lighter, and Penny insanely asks her to burn her alive. Sophia doesn't do so and returns to take care of Rhodes. She attempts to call the police, but Penny returns and attacks her from behind. She somehow puts the hook deeper into her stomach and throws her inside the singing room, locking her up. She starts burning down her music sheet and casually throws it inside, unaware it will catch fire on her. She gets burned alive. Sophia uses the fire extinguisher, and Rhodes has woken up. Sounds are coming from upstairs, but Durson merely thinks that Sophia is finding it hard to like the dress. The pastor tries to make up his mind about the decisions he has made, but Durson doesn't listen to him and leaves to check upstairs. As he walks up and immediately witnesses Rhodes, he hallucinates him as Sophia. He sees the burnt body inside the singing room and wonders if she might be upset about the dress. He comforts him and says that it's all okay to be scared a little before the wedding night. Sophia has come down, and JH points his gun at him instantly. She caresses Abby and asks about William. William is apparently not dead yet. The bullet has passed over his head. As Kaylor calls for him, he wakes up and finds out that Kaylor has a Porsche. He drives away himself, leaving her. He reaches the house and soon figures out they are out towards the church. Sophia is standing on the aisle and waiting for Durson, as with her is the pastor and JH. Eleanor and Abby are tied up. Durson comes in, very entertained, but upon seeing Sophia, he is shocked and tells her to take a seat since it is not her wedding. He gets up, and as JH tells him that that is Sophia, he asks him to quiet down and let him handle it. The music plays, the bride comes in, and it is none other than Rhodes in the wedding dress. Behind him is William, who plays it along and takes him to the pedal. William returns to his family and hands Sophia a Swiss knife. As the wedding starts, JH once again tells him that it is not Sophia he is marrying. She is rather sitting there. As he looks at her, Rhodes brings him back to him again, convincing that he is Sophia. The wedding occurs, and he kisses Rhodes, which he is forced to receive. The kissing gets more and more intense as Durson ends up stabbing him. He falls down, and William walks in and punches him. The pastor tries to hit JH, but is knocked out immediately. William takes care of JH and unarms injured Durson, but JH gets up and takes Abby as a human shield. William tries to convince him to let her go, but it doesn't work. Soon, Rhodes gets up and slits his throat from behind. The cops come in and arrest Durson. Sophia and Rhodes are fine. William promises Abby that he's going to not do this job anymore. Durson in the police car imagines that he is in the car with his wife going home in a limo just after getting married. So, that was the recap for the 2025 movie Borderline. For more recaps like this, subscribe to the channel. And if you have liked this video, you may also like this.